in the last council. We are the same people who wanted Uganda Investment Authority to appear here. And indeed, they traveled and came here. We are the same people. I can say at the shaking head that they did not invite Uganda Investment Authority. And truly, as the motion mover has said, we have to, in order to discuss it in detail, we have to get one honorable member to suggest that we move the honorable Muleke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, I thank the motion mover for moving them up. Before the first motion, which will give now precedence to the second motion, is seconded now is moving another motion. Can we first have the first motion as we proceed to another item of thorough discussion?
According to his prayer, I beg that this council receives the motion. Since we have debated to full conclusion, I will move that we proceed to rule
but rather to an entity that is gazetted to really deal with all the investors in this district, this country. So I therefore ask Mr. Chairperson that you would first allow
that we have run Kasese district local government and Kizinga town council. The land is owned by two entities, the district and Kizinga town council. And for our land, and we need to get revenue from that land. That's why that investor was allowed to start business on that land. To add is that the land is ours. Number two, we want that land to be utilized. Meanwhile, we are getting revenue from our land. And you understand what I'm saying? No. You don't understand? Yes. You try to follow. Uganda invested in this land. Yes. This is land for Kasese district government. Why can't we lease it direct to agrivolve and we give them our terms and I'm moving? I think what I'm saying is clear. The land is ours, belongs to Kasese district government. Yes. We need to get revenue from this land.
Now they are already before you
we shall sort out this matter.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. They have a clear background of what they are coming to talk about and the direction they want us to take. They are clear what we want to talk about and government of our area. Then give our job officer and the technical guidance by the permanent secretary. The Honorable District Executive Member recommended for the allocation of land, Block 29, measuring 21 acres in Nyabirongwe, Kizinga Town Council to agrivolve Uganda Limited for the development of coffee processing and value addition investment project through Uganda Investment Authority. Under a memorandum of understanding between the investor of agrivolve Uganda Limited and Kizinga Town Council, Kasese district, the local government, and also Uganda Investment Authority, so that the terms and conditions are clearly stipulated down to all the concerned parties. Mr. Speaker, sir, the allocation of the land will not only force development but also enhance revenue collection for the town council and the district, and the country as well, thus directly improving services, service delivery as earlier noted. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, I call a move this honorable house to approve the allocation of land that is Block 5, Block 29 in Nyabirongwe, Kizinga Town Council, to Uganda Investment Authority, enable agrivolve Uganda Limited
bring it to where it is supposed to be processed. You do not have to suffer alone. You're supposed to suffer as a country together. We have also such initiatives like facilitating investments in the area, also help in attracting more credible investors that are expected to deliver economic transformation through value addition. I want to agree with you that if we finalize this process of providing land, both to the company down there, I am sure that many investors are eyeing. Yesterday there were so many who are in coffee, so we believe that many will come and take more land from you for purposes of value addition, for purposes of job creation. We have several markets that are before us. We have the ESC, where I think a lot of coffee now goes to Kenya and tea. We have the Komesa region, where I think Egypt is taking a lot of our coffee. We have the African markets, where Sudan is leading in taking Ugandan coffee. We have China, which has a very big population that we want to tap into. And we have Middle East, especially UAE, where our products, especially coffee, we want to take it there. And of course, European Union, which is our traditional markets. So as we speak here, we know that we are contributing to those markets. So for us, we are basically focusing at how to access those markets. Increasing the numbers down here in terms of production, in terms of quality coffee, in terms of other products to supply those markets. How do we benefit? We have been talking about the issue of benefiting. Uganda Investment Authority leases the land on behalf of government, or titles the land on behalf of government and issues to investors. First of all, to ensure that the tenure is the security on tenure. If we talk about 10 years, nobody can put substantial investment for 10 years. That's why government resolved that the lease period should be 49, because we think that if a company employs people, when we were in Kizinga, we were told that permanent 100 employees from Kasese working at Kizinga every day, and 100 casual when the season is for harvesting is employed at the factory. So that means that in total they employ 200 employees, sorry. So for us, we are basing on the local service tax from that employment. We are looking at the pay as you earn on that. We are looking at the corporation tax from there, and we are looking at VAT and withholding taxes as the major source of financing for government activities from this company. However, we are also mindful of the fact that Uganda is in competition with other countries in terms of providing coffee to the international markets. We have Brazil, who is the major country in terms of coffee. We have Egypt in Africa, Ethiopia in Africa, who is leading in Africa in provision of coffee. And we have to understudy them and see how they are dealing with this situation and see how they are beating us in attracting investors of coffee. So we benchmark those other countries and then lay strategies that don't put us in a compromised situation where we cannot attract value investors for purposes of export promotion. So for purposes of government, that's where we expect to benefit. But also we should look at it at a national level, as Kasese is, and these are issues that I talk about to think about as we are making decisions, but also to compare ourselves with the other local governments and how they are doing.
Ekitaka eche government eche Kasese ni chetu cha local government. Chamabini town council kutini school whatever, it belongs to the school, but the school belongs to Kasese. Ikabini ya local government. Nero ushimundu yo nganziri kulishe kitaka tukazi twamenya ndeke akaye chikolisa ya Itwenge district tunamwe tunga kuchukwa maoba kandi bwa machikolesha obutukubwa mayiko obutukubwa kachikolesera mwe nimwe tusire kitaka chetu kuno tukasawa ngana iriyo mundu ya kitaka nerinyanza ribwa tichama bya chiwe forever na ye district ya losing out. That is one thing. Ekindi chikaleka icha bya so contentious itutasanga otwa abikola a resolution ya trans council tutoma mwacho abwe myaka 10 tukisa tukare ni winga. But because awuti ya sente nene kandi akanze investiga kandi akasi homa banka sale bange yange mwichiriria eributi bama kwa kitaka abwe myaka 10 ketuke kwesha billion sente neri chikala kini ayo ni asala na mabenga ya se investinga njinge benga ya sabotuloni otwa sente neri kimbe kinya kodachi ni ekimumako. But interest ya cyana habwo butuku above. That's why tomu on next council ikebe yo December tukiri twabere sanga na solicitor general atugaidinge twana lebyo opinion yiwe abantu bantukiye twamaba hacho habwo myakana na mwenda hanyume myakana na mwenda tukesisa kola truth kuti twamaba yemi akachenda na mwenda, but we are not in for 99 today habwo ana na mwenda say that kitake kicha mabini anamuchikolisha ndeke because one akiyabetaka kwa factory ikayewe tika abantu betwe bane mibiri. Number 2 akibini anamubana kandu akakibeka tuwa akiripangishe kitakeche arikorera kwa mibiri yiwe nerike ina bakolia bakakolera bakiba ni mtu wa service tax kunde ayoke kolera ya mabini akano mwagombore ikalwa echabarungira neryo service tax yiwe kibika sule chabarungira amabini akano bwera the same amabini akano kisingi ya suma mwagombore eyini nzira ngomba stiwirira izingira mwashasenge. So itwe chikulu anzare mingi ekitaka chetu kinende yake kinyomu bya lebihikire. That is all.